Right, if I was a streamer, I'd be using the phrase "chat, I am cooked," and that is because I've given my arm rest. I've given it rest. It's Sunday now. I said I wasn't going to do another till Sunday. It's Sunday now. My arm is still feeling pretty much the same. And I can't lie, it's coming up 3 weeks tomorrow. Oh, wait, already? There's no way. Wait, I went to Barca. Hold on. Okay, I injured it the week before Barca. When did I come back from Barca? Yeah, it's going to be the 3rd week already. How? On tomorrow. Since I done something with my arm. For those of you who can't remember what happened. Oh, what's going on? It's kicking off. I'm not an Uber. It's not me. there's a very drunk couple, and I think the woman is kicking off at the lad. Oh, hold on. Do I show you? She kind of looks like a zombie. Hold on. Look at this. And she was pointing at me. She was pointing at me. I think she thought I was an Uber. The guy was saying he's not an Uber. Do I look like an Uber driver, guys? I mean, this is literally a 3-door car. By the laws, I cannot be an Uber driver. You need a 5-door. Anyway, yeah. So what happened to my arm? Basically, I hyperextended it. Playing football, I saved a shot, and as I got up to like push myself off to try and jump onto the ball, my elbow is literally bent inwards, so it's bent the wrong way, and I heard a little bit of a sound. It didn't hurt that day, so I don't think much of it. And I mean, it's not been that painful to the extent that like it's actually like killing me or anything. No bruising, swelling, anything like that. So I don't think it was anything serious. But 3 weeks on, and I'm still feeling it. But I can't lie, guys. I'm just getting frustrated now. I just want to lift because I'm on a cut. I should be lifting every single day because being in this calorie deficit, if I'm not lifting, if I'm not training the muscles, I'm quite literally losing. Yes, I'm losing fat, but I'm also losing muscle at the same time. I need to be training, so I can't lie. We're just going full steam ahead. Intensity and what am I trying to say? Intensity and volume a little bit lower, and weight. Sorry, I was going to say and weight. We're not going to be going, super heavy, none of that, because Jesus, there's blinding lights. Because I don't want to injure it worse than it is. But I need to be training the muscles, guys, because otherwise I'm looking at myself in the mirror and the body dysmorphia, it's giving me flashbacks to when I first started, when I was just skinny. I promise you. Obviously, it's not to that extent or anything, and I know I'm exaggerating it, but yeah, I need to be training my muscles if I'm in a cut. So, like I say, we're just going to be going light over the next few days, and since I have given it a rest, it's been like 5 days since I've done any lifts. I think now the best possibility is to just keep training, but like I say, light, so that I don't mess it up any further. And that will come down also to the exercise selections that I do. But anyway, today we're going to do chest. It's 22:11 on a Sunday, so I imagine there's not going to be more than 5 people in there. It should be pretty empty. My pre-workout's been taken, and my illness is basically gone. I'm still a little bit ill, but nothing too deep. I don't know, it just seems like everything's just hitting me all at once. Everything was going so well up until I went away to Barca. But that's life. What can I do? And one more thing. I'm in 83s, guys. I've hit 83.9, I believe I weighed in this morning. So, calorie-wise, we've dropped down to 2,200. Still getting 185 grams of protein, but 2,200 calories in a day. The meals have been looking very funky. Like today, I had 4 eggs, 75 grams of ham, and 2 pickles. That was my pre-workout meal. Literally I've not had any carbs actually today whatsoever. Actually, that's a lie. My protein shake, milk, and banana, are those carbs? I guess banana counts as carbs, but you get what I'm trying to say. Carbs are at a minimal point now because protein is the priority. Weight is going down. There's no real other stuff to say apart from that the cut is working. So I guess I'll see you guys in the gym. I'm gonna warm up and whatnot, and I'll see you for the chest movement, the first chest movement. Okay, thorough warm up done, and I'm currently looking like gym accessory final boss of like Thanos to the sun. But okay, funny story. This used to be a knee sleeve, which when I still do sort of have dodgy knees, but when I was training, my knees, like every single workout would hurt. I'd try and use this, but at that point in time, my legs were too skinny that it would keep falling off, and now, I mean, it fits around my arm, so it's a bit of a full circle moment. But I've been warming up. I used this for my last football game, and it actually is a pretty good job because it's meant for the knee, but I can use it for my elbow. It takes a lot of the tension off from that area. Straps, like always, I use for the Smith machine anyway. And I've done some warm-up sets. I'm feeling good. Don't expect full range of motion here, specifically fully extending my arms, but obviously down, I'm going to still drop it down as deep as I can. But yeah, these are feeling good. So good to know I can do the Incline Smith. No dumbbell work, because just picking up the dumbbells in the first place is, that causes a little bit of pain. So this machine is feeling good. Weight-wise, 25 kg, so pretty light on each side. Like I say, high rep volume is the plan here. Still going to push failure, and I'm thinking 3 sets. If these are feeling really good, we might go for more, but I definitely want to get on the incline pressing machine later. So I think we're going to finish off with that. But like I say, at least 3 sets here. That's all there is to it. So let's get to set 1. Sixteen reps will definitely take that. Like I say, I felt pretty good. No, I mean, I can feel my arm, okay? Whilst I to the point where it forces me to close off the set. And like I say, I need to be training. Otherwise, like I say, I'm going to be losing muscle, but B, I'm actually going to go insane. Even that lift there, Lincoln Park in my ear, it just felt great. Let's definitely go for 2 more sets. Keep the same weight for this next one. Potentially for all 3. We'll see. Okay, 3 great sets, honestly. That felt super good. Wait, I realise I'm just not in frame right now, but you guys can hear me, that's the most important thing. Those felt super good. And like I say, it's good to know that I can be quick solution. Hold on, put you guys on the bench. Bosh. Yeah, good to know I can be using the Incline Smith for the foreseeable future. Good opening start. Honestly, if that machine, that incline pressing machine didn't exist, I think I'd literally just camp out on here for a few more sets, but I definitely want to get that movement in also. We're going to move over to some flies now, and then we're going to do that at the end. But a very good start to the chest day. Chest already feeling pumped. I'm feeling decent. I'm going to say great because it's not, but good enough to continue. So let's move on to some flies. Right, I've got an idea in mind. I don't know if we're going to execute it the way that I've got it in my head, but I'm thinking 2 sets of cable flies, Then I set on a Pec Dec. Well, I'm also considering 3 sets here. Go to the incline machine and finish off on a Pec Dec. I don't know. We'll get 2 sets in here for sure. Top to bottom variation. They're not technically flies, but they just feel really good. So, like I say, at least 2 sets. Okay, 3 great sets. Wanted to just make that last one there more of a regular cable fly. Yeah, this felt really good. I think the plan is going to be, let's go for 2 sets. 2 sets on the incline pressing machine. And we'll just finish off on a Pec Dec for that final squeeze. But yeah, been a great chest day so far. Let's just keep going. Right, my favourite machine as of late, not even just on chest days, just in general. This incline pressing machine has been great. And I've told us this story a few times already, but I never realised this machine was here up until about 2 months ago, because I might pan to the shoulder pressing machine that's right opposite this, and I was just thought it was the same thing. I just thought these were both shoulder machines until one day I actually looked at it and I was like, wait, this is a chest movement. Yeah, like I say, I think 2 sets here. I do want to finish with the Pec Dec, and seeing as we've done 3 sets on the Incline Smith, 3 sets of the cable flies, 2 here, that'll already be 8, 9 sets in total, and we finish off on the Pec Dec, should be good enough. I've got 25 on each side, should be pretty easy. And yeah, that's all there is to it. So let's press. Okay, 2 great sets. I'm not going to talk about it for too long because I do that every time I'm on this routine, but key thing I always say is create that arch. Essentially the only thing that's really touching my back support are my traps. Pretty much that's it. Because that way, create the arch, chest gets pushed forward and up, front delts push or roll back, should I say, so they become less engaged. But yeah, 2 great sets. Let's actually just finish off 1 set on the pec deck. Alright, impulse decision there to make that a rest pause set, but in between sets, like always, I'm gonna get my side lateral raises in on the cables. I'm gonna go for 1 more, but in terms of chest, done. So if you guys go get a pump check. Alright, I've thought of a new way for these to show these pump checks, and that is instead of pointing the camera into the mirror, I just point it straight at me. I've got the mirror behind me to look at me anyway. I feel like it would be just a little bit better, but first of all, I can take this off. I think it helped anyway. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow to see how my... Okay, sounds like he's dying in the background. Yeah, we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But a very good chest workout regardless. Like I say, I managed to do 2 different pressing movements today, which was pretty cool and nice for a change, not just the same 2 that I've been doing. And to be fair, 2 different flies, so happy with that. Honestly happy with that. Nothing to say. Like I say, I've done my lat raises, so let's just get a pump check before it starts to die down. Yeah. Okay. I think it's fair to say this is definitely the freakiest pump that I've ever seen. Honestly, now when it's pumped, the chest is starting to become a lot more defined, and I'm starting to see new veins appearing. I don't know how well the camera will pick them up here. Maybe with light like that, but all those veins are starting to appear now, which is pretty cool. And of course, the abs are getting there. It just goes to show what calorie deficit can do for you. Oh my god, does it feel good to just have a pump. I suppose, like I say, that's one of the only benefits of being injured, is that when you actually can start working again, it just feels so much better because you've been deprived of that. But yeah, I mean, chest, like I say, even like the parting in the middle, it's definitely coming along now. It is definitely coming along. However long this cut keeps going on for, I don't know. I'll save that probably for the cardio chat. But regardless, a very good chest workout. And yeah, we're done. So I need to do cardio and abs. So I'm going to do ab work first. But for you guys, I think I'll see you on the treadmill. Okay, core work successfully completed. Now let me know, guys. Okay, how many sets should I be doing? Because core work, I used to always just do calisthenics body movements. But yeah, I've switched over to the ab crunch machine and it's going well. Don't get me wrong, it's going well. Like after a core day, the next day my abs are feeling sore. But how many sets should I be doing? So I do about 6 sets. I don't know if that's enough. Should I be doing like 10? Please let me know if you know. That would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, a very good chest day. Very good. And I won't lie, I had a quick look at the pump check pictures. And let's just say the veins are starting to come out. The abs are starting to come out. One of the coolest things I've noticed with today's pump check was, even though I was showing and flexing the chest, my lats, you could see my lats as well. And that I put down to just the fat shredding away slowly, because it's just making everything look a lot more defined. I mean, you can see even with my chest, like the separation is a lot more prominent. And this is how many kilos down. Okay, so peak bulk, I reached 89.5 kg was it? The day I started the cut, because I had a few days off or something like that. I was 88.8, something like that. Maybe 88.4, but let's just say 89.4 peak bulk. Yeah, down to 83.9 now. So if we do some quick maths, which I'm not very good at, just under 5 kilos, 4.5 kg lost. In the space of, well, tomorrow will be officially 5 weeks on the cut. It's pretty good. Like I say, I'm aiming for that 1 kilo a week, roughly. Although I'm not really too fussed if I lose a little bit less than that. So even aiming for like 8.7 kg a week is fine by my standards. But what I'm most happy with is I've sort of proven to myself that I know how to cut based purely off of the stuff I've learned online. Because obviously this is my first cut, so I don't have that prior experience where I know any errors that I can learn from and stuff like that. Everything I know, purely what I've seen off of, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and just listening to what other people say. And don't get me wrong, in all of those platforms, there's a lot of misinformation, of course. However, there's one guy, shout out to him, Nick Hijazi, on Instagram in particular. I mean, he'll never see this, but Nick Hijazi, he was the one that mainly inspired, I'd say, my idea of a not so aggressive cut and a more gradual cut, gradually decreasing the calories. Because look, I always knew if I want to cut, drop the calories, okay? But peak bulk, 4.5k calories. What I could have done easily is drop that down, to 2.5k instantly, or even 2.3k. And yes, I would have lost weight quicker. I probably would have been at like 81.5 by now. However, with that, and what he talked about the most was, with such an aggressive cut, not even mentioning like you're literally, it's just going to be so much harder because it's such a drastic jump, but you're going to be losing less muscle with a more gradual cut. And so I remember just watching his videos. I mean, if you look at his physique, he's insane. He's one of the main people that I listen to now on Instagram, because I mean, he's natural for starters, and he always promotes staying natural, but he also promotes the traditional bulking cutting method. Because there's so many people who just say, you don't need to bulk. Why would you bulk? You're just going to get fat. You're going to the gym to get muscles. But he, and like we understand the process. We understand that with the gym, achieving the physique that you want, there are no shortcuts. You have to play the long game. You can't cheat the process, so to say, unless you've got insane genetics and you can get that super quick, whatever. I'm talking about most of us can't cheat the process. So on his dirty bulk, he got pretty big, okay? He got pretty big, but like I say, if you watch his stuff, okay, which I highly recommend, look at his, I might even find it, a peak bulk picture here, and at the end of his cut here, and you'll see the difference. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. And he done that, like I say, through gradual calorie changes. And gradually, for bulk, increasing calories to 300 calories when he reaches a plateau. Same with the cut, gradual to 300 calories. Sometimes, like I know because I remember when I first started following him and he was starting this, well, he was still on a bulk, but I remember when he first started his cut, he was cutting, okay, on 4,300 calories. Which you might think is actually insane. And for me, admittedly, that was just a little bit too high. Okay, I wanted to drop down a little bit quicker, partly also because I was going on holiday. But yeah, you may think that's insane. But peak bulk is on like 5,000 calories. So guess what happened? He started losing weight. And then a week after that, drop it down 4.1k. And then you gradually keep dropping. And that way, I'm saying all of this to say, you retain as much muscle as you can. And purely, well not purely, but you're mainly just losing body fat. And that's the goal. That is the goal with the bulk and the cut. Because what's the point of bulking to a very high body weight if when you cut down it's going to lose all the gains that you got? There's literally no point in that. You just got fat and then came back to the same place you was. The whole point of the bulk is to put on new muscle tissue, to put on mass, so that when you cut down again, when you get clean again, you're going to be bigger. Maybe same body weight, but you're going to be bigger because you've got more muscular frame. You've built that new muscle. So that's the whole point of the bulk and cut. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not rushing this this cutting process. Now, yes, I'm down to 2,200 calories. This is after 5 weeks. I feel like I've said this so many times, but I even got a comment on my Instagram page. Let me put it up here as well. Let me draw him out, okay? Because this guy, I remember when I was week 1 of the cut, and I was doing an Instagram post saying, yeah, week 1 on the cut, on 3,300 calories. And this guy's all waffling, saying, oh, you're not going to lose fat, come back to this in 3 weeks, whatever. How about you come back to this in 3 weeks? You pause. Because guess what happened? I'm down in weight. So I understand myself, understand my maintenance calories, and I understand how many calories I need to be hitting in order to change my body weight. So, like I say, week 1 was 3.3k, then dropped it down to 3, then to 2.7, then to 2.5. Now I'm dropping down to 2.2k, and we'll see how long I stay at 2.2. Will it be just another week and then we drop again? I don't know, because I feel like 2.2k now is reaching that territory of maybe even too little calories. I'm still getting in my protein. And guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Cutting, from my experience anyway, which I sort of expected, is so much easier than bulking. So much easier. Because it's easy for me to say as someone who naturally has been on the skinny side. And I've found it a lot more difficult to be putting on weight. Which is why I'm saying, from my perspective, I find it so much easier. When I'm hungry, just firm it, like drink some water. My go-to, and also if you want like a sweet treat, Coke Zero is the cheat code, man. It's like 3 calories in a can or something. And that cures all my sweet treat cravings. It's truly a life hack. Like, yeah, not even to drink it for its taste, but just so you don't want anything sweet. Which, to be honest, I don't really have much of a sweet tooth anyway. But yeah, I found that Coke Zero has been a go-to hack for me for if I'm ever in that mood. Yeah, still dropping weight, 83.9. We are approaching the end of July, to be honest. It's the 20th of July today. Initial plan was to get to the end of July and see where we're at. I think that's still going to be the plan, but most likely I'm going to keep cutting. I think the 18th of August is my 22nd birthday. Do we make that a deadline, a cut-off date. I don't know. Like I say, we'll get to the end of July first. I'll see where I'm at, because I don't want to get too lean either. That's not been a plan, because I know I'm going to lean bulk right after that, so I don't really care about being too shredded, but I do want to keep, you know, peeling off these layers of fat. I do want to see even more ab definition and just general muscle definition. Even my legs, that always excites me, seeing the leg muscle definition. So like I say, we'll keep cutting. So now it's not more of a weight goal that I'm looking to get towards. It's just where I'm at the point where I'm happy with how lean I am. I get to a point eventually, which I will, as to where I'm lean enough, I'm saying, right, this is cool, but it's time to start a lean bulk, because I want to start getting stronger in the gym again. It's time to develop new muscle, and that will be my calling. Like I say, that's going to be determined by body weight. Even if I drop into the 70s, it is what it is. I'm not really too fussed. Yeah, pretty much just a waiting game. All I can do is keep limiting my calories, which I've been really good with. I don't think I've had a single cheat day in terms of going over in calories. I have had a few cheat meals recently, so 4 days ago now. It was my younger brother's birthday, so we had a Chinese takeaway. I resisted on the cake. I didn't eat the cake so that I could have the Chinese, and also just a Lebanese grill, which is just grilled chicken with rice. The only bad thing there is the sauce, I'd say. But yeah, aside from that, literally no cheat meals, no pizzas, which I'm surprised with, apart from on holiday. Let me get that straight. Okay, holiday, yes, but yeah, apart from that, cuts been going really good. It's been going really good. I'm happy. A few stuff like my face, it's not less puffy. My stomach, okay. I mean, this shirt, you guys may remember, my stomach would always poke out in this shirt. You would see it. I'm looking back at the footage now, even just walking around. That doesn't happen anymore, because I'm not eating as much, so I'm not as bloated. Of course, there's way less body fat, and I can feel it as well. If I grab my stomach, I can feel I've got less body fat. So yeah, it's only positive vibes right now, apart from the fucking stupid arm injury, but what can you do about that? I managed to get a good chest day in today with that strap on, so I think we'll run it back tomorrow and get a back day in, see how that feels. And that's pretty much it, excuse me. Yeah, we'll keep cutting, we'll see where we're at, and we'll reassess probably in we're definitely at the end of July, but more likely a week or maybe even 2 after that, because if I reach, I think 8 weeks will be the max. Cutting for more than 8 weeks, I don't think there's any more point. Yeah, we'll see. Regardless, a very good chest day. Like I say, I'm very happy with the new striations appearing, the definition of the muscles, rather than it just being one big block of body tissue. And that is pretty much it. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys, like always, for watching. You guys don't understand, your support is always highly appreciated. And as a little bonus, I've got some new exciting content, let's just say that, planned for next week, so keep an eye out for that. But thank you, I can't even speak. Allow me, guys, it is 12:30. But thank you guys, like always, for watching, and I shall see you for most likely a Monday night back day.